first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? He will return this from deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it looked like he was able to get it back. So a big sigh of relief there, as that would have been a disastrous way to start this ball game.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
That first down there, pick up the 25. Up the middle they go. Hendricks. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Underwood. And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions 42. 23 yards to pick up there. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Vikings at 7-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game that we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Following the fumble recovery, Kent. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They run the option on second down. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. 19 They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Right there, hurt.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Two yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Back to throw. Kent. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power ranking. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Kent. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw. Kent. He's got a man. Complete. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Hendricks. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott to throw it. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, he'll hand this off. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Looking to throw. Kent.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the pitch and catch good for 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Hendricks. And he will have a Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Prescott on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Prescott's pass. Complete to number 13. A 6-yard pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Underwood. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. On 1st and 10, Kent. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, they'll run it here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Kent.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Complete to Daniel Bellinger. Again, 11 on the play. First down, Detroit.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. And the Lions first down.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Brings up second and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Traylon Burks.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
21, Vikings 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On second down now, Hendricks. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Being chased out left. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on first down. Hendricks. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down inside the 30. On first and 10, Prescott. Forced out to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
I like the thought process, I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
From the 24, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Prescott. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense on balance.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Kent.
Across the formation, Burks has it.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They're going to try and throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is worth for a 3-quarter. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Off play action. Kent. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 30. Looking to throw. Kent. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll go option on second down, right side. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Kent. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
To the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The trick play works. He's got the first. He's got the first down, and more than that,
the fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Lions are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. Flush to his right. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 35, Vikings 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. To throw on 3rd down. Kent And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Jack Fox, the kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
And a nice spin into some open field.
Finding space at the 40, down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
A first down throw for Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
At the Lions 3-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big win there defensively on second and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up third.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Prescott on third and goal. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Off play action. Kent. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think that